Hello and welcome back to more Let's Play Adventure Ponies 2. Wait, there's more? I am the Max Few Trades. In the last part, we went through a crazy little obstacle course as Big Macintosh. In this part, we'll be playing as Shining Armor, who is Twilight's brother, who we did not know existed for the longest time, but then we were immediately told that he did exist, and that we were just supposed to just kind of roll with the punches and accept the fact that he was getting married, even though we never even knew he was in the first place. So let's do this thing! Alright, he's a unicorn. Same old shtick. Use teleporters, pew 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 with the lasers and the like. You know how it is. You know how it all goes. Ain't gotta tell you nothing about this nonsense. You understand it all already. Grabbed a diamond. I didn't even know that diamond was there when I picked it up. Shining Armor gives no dangs. Married to a dang alicorn. That's pretty dang cray. Also, you kinda hit the lottery when it comes to, I guess, pony races that you could potentially wed. Whoop, NFL. Okay, well there you go. His luck does not extend in his coordination abilities. Alright. Go Armor then. I must say, for a character we did not know existed in the— oh, I fell again. For a character we did not know existed for a good chunk of the time, and then we were just sort of thrown into this situation where we were kind of supposed to be invested in his existence. Considering that fact, I fell again. He's actually a pretty good character and actually a pretty awesome big brother for Twilight, so I'm not going to really complain about it. He's a pretty cool guy. Also, the comics that he's appeared in make him out to be a colossal nerd, and I am totally cool with that. So, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Let's do this thing. Gotta fight ourselves some Sombra, which this actually makes sense for, you know, Armor, because he's the one who made his horn all pointy with the rocks and the stuff. So this is a grudge match! And he's a very angry man with your glowing red horn. Go away. Sombra, you are a jerk. Back off! Come on, back off! Yeesh! Come on, man, get a hold of yourself! Dang King Sombrero, running around like he owns the place. He don't own nothing. He don't even own no crystals. 0 crystals are had by this man. So, oi. King Sombra. Not the greatest villain in the world, but— oh, I fell in a hole. Not the greatest villain in the world, but he was still pretty good. He was sort of supposed to be more of like a Sauron type thing, you know? Like, from Lord of the Rings. He's more of a diabolical evil presence more than a big, you know, villainy type dude. And of course, I guess I'm talking about, you know, Sauron from the books and not the movie, because in the movie he was kind of a giant hulking monster man. But that's besides the point. It was supposed to be more of like a darkness symbolic sort of thing. That was what they were going for with Sombra, and it didn't entirely work due to the fact of the, you know, the limitations that they had at the time. But, you know, considering all that, I think it actually turned out pretty good. At least in my personal opinion. There is not an episode of the show that I do not enjoy. So, I mean, even the ones that everyone seems to think are bad, like Mysterious Ne'er-Do-Well or Spike at Your Service, I liked those episodes. I've yet to find one that is not good, and that's entirely my opinion. You're allowed to think whatever you want, and I'm allowed to think whatever I want. The only time a human's opinion is allowed to be revoked is when they try to use their opinion to make someone else feel bad or try to make them sound like their opinion is wrong. If you do that, then your right to have an opinion has been revoked, and you will be instantly ridiculed and mocked by everyone within the vicinity because you are a major jerkbag. So, yeah, there you go. Now we gotta flip them levers, gotta flip them switches. We got this, Shining Armor. You got this. We got this thing. I hope we see a bit more of him in the future. I mean, we still have a good chunk of Season 4 left, and Season 5 has apparently been announced, so hopefully we're able to see Armor interact with his sister on a more casual basis. I think that's something that we could all possibly use. You know, here's something that's actually kind of interesting. It's very possible that, you know, the other ponies all have siblings that we don't know about either. I mean, that they just never had any reason to bring up. That's totally a possibility if you think about it. I mean, we know nothing of Fluttershy or Rainbow's family. They could possibly have brothers or sisters we know nothing about. I don't know, you never know, really. And then again, I guess we know all about Rarity and Applejack, but they don't count! That was more of a weird— Applejack, that's obvious. Her whole shtick is family, togetherness, and the like, and Rarity is a weird fluke. I'm honestly kind of amazed we ever saw her parents. Although it's hilarious that they are colossal dorks. I find that unbelievably appropriate for the situation. So kudos to the person who made that executive decision. Alright, bouncy bouncy! We must jump over all the spikes, and all of the stalagmites and stalactites. They are both here, and that is very unfortunate. We do not want to deal with that nonsense. Now, there you go. Armor made that jump. Why couldn't Big Mac? That's very confusing. Who needs resourcefulness when you have direct output? Nah. Leap! Leap like the graceful unicorn that you are! You know, we don't see a lot of male unicorns all that often, do we? Huh. I mean, most of the background ponies are all female. That just sort of goes without saying. And there's some more bears! Ah, evil bears, and now they're asleep. Haha, jerks. Alright. Then again, I suppose out of the 3 pony types, unicorn, I guess, would be considered to be the most feminine. I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't really necessarily say that, but I guess that would be the perception. I mean, it makes sense we don't see many male ponies in the show. I mean, that's just part of the whole thing. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a show for little girls, and that's what it's going to always be. I mean, the fact that some people treat it as something other than that is entirely different subject matter. At the end of the day, Hasbro and the team making the show are really just trying to, at the end of the day, are trying to appeal to, you know, little girls like 8 to 10 years old. Maybe 12, I don't know. I'm not much of a sociologist, I don't know when the trends of certain genders turn to other interests. You'd have to ask somebody a bit more professional on the matter. I'm certainly not that guy. Either way, the fact that the show is able to reach an audience that has absolutely nothing to do with that is just really, it's more of a testament to the quality of the writers and the animators and, you know, the voice actors and the like. They managed to take a show that really, you know, it would have probably been done moderately successful, you know, all on its own, just by being part of the My Little Pony franchise and everything. And, I mean, it's never been anything stellar, but it's not like the series was ever, you know, not worth investing in, because otherwise they wouldn't have bothered remaking the show to begin with, you know, 3 separate times. When you start in the 80s and you're around today, I mean, you're clearly doing something right, so they could have half-assed it and probably made just about the same amount of money anyway. I don't know why they decided to hire competent writers and the like, but they did, and here I am playing a Flash game on the freaking hubnetwork.com for the purposes of, you know, entertaining other people on the internet, so I don't know, I guess they just did something right at the end of the day. And that's all well and good. I support that sort of thing. And I actually have another thing I'd probably talk about, but I'll save that for the next characters level, because, you know, I don't want to run out of things to talk about, because we've still got a bunch of levels to go through. We've got 4 more ponies after this to play as, so come on, we got to conserve all of our talking points. Otherwise, things are going to be a big old problem now, aren't they? Alright, hit that switch and teleportation! Unicorns do not need magical areas of which to stand in order to teleport. It's one of their innate abilities. Or I guess at least high-level unicorn magic. Some don't do that. Never saw Rarity teleport, that's for certain. Anyway, Changeling Armageddon! Pew 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 pew! Don't make me pew 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 you! Pew pew pew! Pew pew pew! I'm shooting all sorts of nonsense. Come on, get pewed! Get pewed, son! Get defeated by the power of love or some nonsense. Because that's just how things go. Come on, knock that off. Yes, you got it. Ha ha! Come on. Come on, Shining! Aw! Ah, Shining won as he lost. Ah, that's poetic. That is some seriously poetic stuff. Kudos to that. Alright, that was Shining Armor, and that was a great deal of fun in the next part. Spitfire! Woo! It's a Wonderbolt pony. That's going to be crazy awesome. I'll see you then. Later.